President-elect Trump has promised to start that mass deportation here in Colorado, and his point man on the effort has said specifically that Americans can be removed from the country alongside their relatives who are here without authorization if the family doesn't want to have to split up. Our Angela McCall looks at preparations for that very possibility.
With a transition of power, an urge to families that now is the time to prepare.
There's a lot of talks, a lot of uncertainty about what's actually going to happen, especially in the first few days, few months.
Denver nonprofit Justice and Mercy Legal Aid Center created this family protection plan back in 2016 during Trump's first term. They updated it now, 9 years later, before his second.
Trying to prepare the public, the community, just trying to have everyone educated on what they need to be doing and also their rights.
The plan lays out guidance, the documents to collect from your address, work history, and health records.
We're advising people to do this, to go back 10 years as long as they can and gather those documents to show that they have been in this country for the last 10 years.
For mixed status families, it's a guide not only for those who are undocumented, but for their children who are, in many cases, U.S. citizens, urging parents to have a plan in place if they're deported and to make sure documents are easily accessible for those who would be caring for them in a parent's absence.
It's a way for them to prepare not only for them, but also for their children. Because if they are detained and eventually deported back to their home country, and if they don't have any family members in place that are going to be taking care of those children, then who is going to protect those kids? Who's going to make those decisions?
Before a possibility of mass deportations or detentions, it's an opportunity for families to prepare rather than be in a state of panic.
And if you're able to do that when you're calm and you're able to think straight, then it's something that you can do.
The guide is in both English and Spanish. It's about 32 pages long with guidance and resources as well here in the Denver area, even laying out services, for instance, offered at different consulates. Kyle.
And unwinding this, once you get into the situations with these mixed status families, all of a sudden it becomes this scramble for people to get the necessary documentation if it is available to them.
Yeah, something, for instance, that we talked about today with JAMLAC was, when you have a parent who's deported and then you have a child who's a U.S. citizen, if that parent's in another country, something as simple as a passport, oftentimes you need both parents' signature to actually get that passport issued. So if you have a parent in another country, they're not authorized to be in the United States, that child's not authorized to go to that country of origin, then how, for instance, will you get that passport for them?
Angela McCall, appreciate the context you always bring to your reports on this. Thank you.